With all the wind and the gym walks home and the horrible close-ups of my dry skin, I decided at least I'm going to do some outside, but maybe less of them where I'm like on the street actually walking. There's been too many slow-paced strategy games lately, so I played the original Half-Life last week. Instantly, the graphical style becomes recognizable as like that sort of 98 to 2000s Deus Ex Thief era of like just some of like the great golden age FPS games in terms of innovation. I love that so much. It instantly felt like something I knew well. The pace of the game is like outstanding. I was having so much fun. They really do a really good job of incorporating the tutorials into the gameplay. The level design is really amazing. It's very Metroid-like in that you're doubling back and new things have opened, and that like continues for much of the game. I think that when the Marines start getting involved, like it becomes like some of those ambushes they set up for you or those circumstances where you're going somewhere and you have to like literally have like a 1-on-5 duel with a number of Marines who are running all over with better AI than a lot of games like have now. Like they're so interesting what they're doing to you. Those are like legitimately some of the most like exhilarating sort of duels and fights to the death I've seen in a game in a really, really long time. One of the only things I really disliked about most of the game mechanically is the movement. The movement feels sort of zippy and loose in a way that never really like I never really got used to it. I didn't love it that much. I think that there's a certain point about halfway through where you have to find a room with three scientists and you escort one of the scientists to like a retinal scan, and then he opens up the rest of the game, and he's like, hey, go through all these military sectors or go through all these sectors to eventually make it to Lambda sector. And at that point, I think the game to me felt like it got a lot worse. Like the really really tight, innovative gameplay with a lot of surprises and excitement turns into like a long series of like being pestered basically. It's really really the game continues to be good. It continues to show you new environments and new challenges, but like it starts to be like around every corner and every moment where something annoying can happen, they kind of like be annoying with they kind of just choose to be annoying in a way that felt less like a challenge and more like you're just sort of getting like your scrotum hairs plucked. One thing the game does really really well is resource management. You're always getting chipped away, but you're always finding more health. You're always using ammo, and you're never just full up on everything, but you're always getting more ammo, causing you to sort of switch guns a little bit. I think those things are outstanding. I played on hard. I found like in probably like the last third of the game, I felt like every weapon essentially felt pretty bad, except for like the futuristic ones, which are good with pretty limited ammo. But most things felt like they weren't good enough to kill things quickly. So generally, the second half of the game was not really working for me in the same way the first half was. It felt like it was pretty annoying. I guess it's hard to divest for me how much of that is my impatience with how long it was, contrary to my expectations, and versus just like the necessary quality of it. I also found that the alien world, which is the climactic part of the game, and particularly the two boss fights you have within it, seem truly terrible. Like truly, truly terrible. It's kind of hard to see hit registration or what necessarily you're supposed to do. Your sort of goals are unclear. The last boss who teleports you away to another room, you have to clear another room before teleporting back. That is like truly annoying, like frustrating gameplay. So I basically thought the last boss and like sort of last segment was mystifyingly bad. Um, but I love that they went high concept with it at the very least. So overall, I'm really, really glad I played it. I'm looking forward to Half-Life 2, which I understand might be a tighter, more fun gameplay. Okay, see ya.